Greetings to everyone. My name is Dave Clark, and I am the Director of Jazz Studies here at the University of Louisville, and I also am the Professor of Jazz Saxophone. I just wanted to take an opportunity to give you some information about the audition process here if you're going to audition for one of our Jazz Studies degrees. You're going to come in, you're going to do an audition, and the first thing that I'm really going to be listening for is your sound. I can't stress enough how important sound is, and that really be the first thing I'm listening for. Do you play with good breath support? Do you play in tune? Do you play with a full tone? Do you have good phrasing? That kind of thing I'm going to be listening to inside of your sound. I'd also ask you to play some scales. All of the kind of requirements as far as scales and tune selection and that kind of thing can be found on the website. But I'll ask you to do some scales. I may ask you to do a major scale, and then I may ask you to turn around and do the Dorian of the same root of the scale. So for instance, if you play D major, then I may ask you to play a D Dorian scale. It's also great if you do your scales in the full range of the horn. Lets me know kind of how your technique is. I'll be watching and listening for that as well. Intonation is also really important. So I'll really be listening to your intonation. So as you practice, as you prepare, make sure that you get with a piano, get with a tuner, and just make sure that your pitch and that your intonation is good. We all know the saxophone players that we have really strange notes that can play out of tune. So you want to make sure that you work on that as well. I would encourage you to come in and do a transcription. This is not required, but I really would encourage it. And at every audition, I'm going to ask you to play something that you want to play. I'm going to ask you to play something that you think puts your best foot forward and lets us hear how you really sound. One of the great parts of that is you'll also be playing with our fantastic jazz faculty rhythm section as doing your audition process. And all it's going to do is just make you sound even better. I know that a lot of people get very nervous at auditions, especially when you're playing in front of people and it's like a kind of high pressure situation. I can tell you, please relax as much as you can. We're going to make this as painless for you as we possibly can. What I really am listening for is not only how you sound now, but really how you can sound. What's there? What's the potential there? What kind of things will give me some clues to those kinds of things are your attitude, your enthusiasm, once again, your sound. I'll be listening to see if you listen to jazz recordings, because so much of what we're going to do and work on and talk about comes from the oral tradition inside of the music. You're not going to be able to find it in a method book. You're going to have to listen to the music and pull it off in a kind of oral kind of way. So that'll be extremely important as well. It's also great if you're able to sight read something for us. It's not a requirement, but it would be great if you can come in and you can sight read something. It shows another kind of skill level for you. And really, at the audition, I will also ask you, what is it that you really want to do at this present moment in your life? And I'll spend some time talking to you about exactly how we can help you do that, because that's really, in the end of the day, is the essence of what we want to do, is we want to help you sound like and be who you really are and your best self. And I absolutely look forward to hearing you. If you have any questions, anything you want to ask me about, please feel free to contact me, david.clark.2@louisville.edu, or you can also reach me on social media. I'm out there on all that stuff too. Whatever's easiest for you, but I very much look forward to talking to you.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.